Today, we're diving into an organization that's doing something pretty special. They're not just giving aid, they're actually transforming lives from the ground up. This is the Syria Pulse Association, and their entire mission is built on one powerful idea: investing in human potential. So let's take a look at their incredible impact.
First, let's just try to wrap our heads around this number. This is the number of services Syria Pulse has provided to people in need. And you know, that's not just a statistic on a screen. That represents over 1 million moments of help, of hope, of connection. It really shows you the immense scale of what they've accomplished. But who are the people behind this number?
Well, when you break it down, a very clear picture emerges. The focus is on the most vulnerable. We're talking about almost 400,000 children and over 355,000 women who've received support, right alongside men in critical need. This isn't random. It's a targeted approach that shows a deep commitment to empowering the very cornerstones of the community.
So you have to ask, how does any organization get to a number like that? How do you achieve that kind of impact? Well, it definitely doesn't happen overnight. It starts with building a solid foundation of trust and proving time and time again that you can deliver. Let's take a look at their journey.
This timeline really says it all, doesn't it? They were officially registered in 2017, and right away they started building that credibility. By 2019, just 2 years later, they were already partnering with major global players like the World Health Organization. That consistent, dedicated effort is exactly what led them to where they are today.
So the really crucial thing to understand isn't just what they do, but how they do it. Their success is built on a remarkably intelligent and comprehensive model. And honestly, it's a bit of a game changer for humanitarian aid. And if you want to see this model in action, look no further than the Al-Taif Medical Complex in Deir ez-Zor. This place is, quite literally, their strategy brought to life. It's a central hub where all these different layers of support just come together seamlessly. And the best part? It's a proven model that's now ready to be scaled up.
Okay, this is the genius of it all. Just look at how everything is integrated across these 3 floors. You walk in on the ground floor, and you get immediate medical attention, clinics, a pharmacy, rehab services. Then you head up to the 2nd floor, which is all about mental health support and building new skills, like computer training. And finally, the 3rd floor is dedicated to vocational empowerment, sewing workshops, hairdressing, community kitchens. It's a holistic package that treats the whole person, all under one roof.
This model is incredibly impressive, but it's all driven by a core belief. So let's zoom in a little bit. Let's shift from this big, large-scale structure to the individual human impact that really defines their work.
This quote right here gets straight to the heart of their mission. It's not about temporary charity. It's not about a handout. It's about a hand up. It's a long-term investment in people, giving them the tools and the confidence they need to become self-sufficient. But what does that investment actually look like for a real person? To really get it, you have to hear an individual story. Let me tell you about Mahmoud. His journey just perfectly captures this whole philosophy in action. When the team at Syria Pulse first met Mahmoud, he was in a really tough spot. He had a physical disability that kept him from working, and he was forced to beg on the street just to survive. He was in a state of complete dependency. But they didn't just see a problem, they saw his potential. So instead of just giving him aid, they invested in him. They brought him into the center and trained him in computer skills. And today, Mahmoud isn't just productive. He's an official IT staff member at Syria Pulse, using his new skills to help the very organization that helped him. That's the cycle of empowerment they create.
Mahmoud's story, and thousands of others just like it, are possible because of this unique model. And now, Syria Pulse is ready to scale that impact, which brings us right to their strategic partnership proposal.
I love this analogy because it makes their needs so perfectly clear. Think of it like this. Syria Pulse has already built the engine. They have the tools, all the medical equipment, the highly trained staff, the proven models like Al-Taif. All of that is already in place. What they need now is the fuel, the operational funding to turn the key and run that engine at full capacity. And what's so crucial here is that any support goes directly into the operations. We're talking about the absolute essentials: salaries for the doctors and trainers, rent to keep the facilities open, life-saving medicines and supplies, and the materials for those vocational workshops. It is a direct line from funding to impact. So, this really presents an incredible opportunity. It's not about building something from scratch and hoping it works. It's about pouring fuel into a system that is already proven to be incredibly successful. What we're seeing here is an organization that isn't just an implementer. They are a strategic partner. They've got the infrastructure, they've earned the community's trust, and they have a model that is ready to be replicated to help even more people. They are ready to go.
And all of that brings us to the final, critical question. Syria Pulse has created the very heart of a powerful system for change. The question now is, will you be the pulse that fuels this life-changing work?
For anyone who's inspired to answer that question, here is all the direct contact information you need. You can reach out to the chairman, visit their website, or even view their full profile on the UN Partner Portal to learn more about how you can become a part of this incredible story.